Hi folks, this is Magpie265. Welcome back to Atomfall. This is the second episode this week and I've got rats to deal with straight off the bat. As I talked about in the last episode, I am going to start doing things a little bit differently for the time being, just while we've got some quite in-depth games on the go. If I can kill these rats off. God, why there's a lot of these. Yeah, because we've got two really quite in-depth games on the go, we are going to be doing 2 episodes of one of them each week. So this is the first week of doing that, and we're going to have 2 episodes of Atomfall. And then after that, we are going to have, or for next week, we're going to have 2 episodes of Survival Fountain of Youth. Sorry, I just got a little distracted there. I was wondering what the glowing was off these. Do they all glow like that? Yeah, they seem to. I don't know if you can do anything with that. No. Can't interact with that in any way. It is a little dark in here. I wouldn't mind a torch. Is that a body? It is. Is it going to be mutated in any way? We're going to have to deal with it. No. We're just going to search them. Cloth will take whatever that is. We're full on cloth, so we'll just take the whatever. I can't even remember what I just picked up. Can't remember how I used them. It's been so long since I played this game, just because, like I said on Monday's episode, that I've not been very well recently, and I have no idea what I'm doing with any of this. There was something about... Where is it? New entries may be hidden by filters. Ah, there we go. Right, hearing voices. Is this the one we've just picked up? I think it is. If you want to read it, go ahead. There's the first half. And there's the second half. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to move on. Got things to do. I really wish there was a way of turning the torch on without equipping it in your hand. But there doesn't appear to be, but I think I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to put that in a slot, aren't I? How are we doing for ammo? 28 shotgun, right, let's swap it out for the rifle. There we go, that's a bit better. Now, there's a lot of doors in here, and I feel like I'm getting a little sidetracked from the main area, so I'm going to loop back a little bit. Shotgun ammo is apparently full. I don't want to miss out on anything as I go, so I don't want to move past this area. Not until we've checked it all. Don't know if we can get under there. We can. Do we want to do that yet? Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, maybe not. There's a lot to explore here. I feel like this is going to be a big area. This is the interchange. This is the bit we have been leading up to. It's the main sort of quest, story quest thing. That it's where we were told to go right from the start. We have the main reception there. I think this will just open up, yeah, into where we found that body. That's new. Got medical down there. That's the exit to Wyndham Village, and Casterfell... Oh, Wyndham Village is that way. Casterfell Woods is that way. Oberon. That was mentioned in the first episode, wasn't it? Through that phone call, there was something about Oberon. But I can't remember what the point was. Can't remember whether it was something we were looking for or something to avoid. I can't remember. Let's have a look at this, see what this says. Okay, so that gives us a little idea about power situation. It seems like maybe Windscale power plant was separate from this in a way. I don't know, maybe if it was set up to power this, or if this was the main thing on its own. That should just lead us back. Yep, so we have cleared that area. That, I think, would take us out to Casterfell Woods, but we just haven't opened that door yet. We'd have to do that from the other side. Now, I'm a little hesitant about this. I wanted my machete out. Okay, so you can collect that, but you need the blue fingers skill. Can we open that? Right, so there's no power. So we can't open that yet. Which I'm guessing means we also can't open the main reception one either. No power. So we are going to have to go through here after all. But at least we cleared this area before we did. And I'm guessing no power for there either. That's the data storage. Definitely want to find a way in there. There's stuff to be picked up, and I like picking stuff up. Not a lot, though, to be fair. It looks... Oh, no, the stairs. So either we get in through the stairs, or we get in so that we can access the stairs. One of the two. Well, that is quite significant down there. How big is this place? That's huge, isn't it? What is that's like full-on roads or something? Oh, train tracks. The train tracks. Now, is there... Use the modified keycard. Can do that. Right, I think it's bright enough in here to not have to worry too much about the torch. Let's have a look, see what that said. Cut off from other data stores. Yeah, nothing massively important there. Oh, 2 training stimulants though. I will take those. That's a result in itself. And there is the pneumatic tube, which let us get to our supplies if we needed them, but we currently don't, I don't think, so we'll hold off. Right, how is he ringing us in here? Where's the phone? There it is.
Do you require the operator? Perception is key. Listen to me. Listen. Everything depends upon the interchange. It must live again. And then Oberon must die.
That's what he said about Oberon. Well, Oberon is this way. Is Oberon like an AI? Can't really see what that is. Maybe some sort of processor for like an AI. We've got another atomic battery. So that's 2 of those. I'm guessing we need to put them in here. Is anything online?
Please re-establish atomic power from data stores to central processor at your earliest convenience.
Can't do anything in that because there's no power yet. So you're going to have to get through the doors to the data stores, put the batteries in, and that is apparently going to power up the central processor. I think that's what it's getting at. Can't get through any of those yet anyway though, so let's go back and see if we can get into that other data store now. Crap, that... Oh, that scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, I was not expecting that. Right, we can get in here now. I've just turned the torch off by mistake and I had to hold that. What's that? Is that... No, we can't use that. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Right, see what we've got. Inventory's full of scrap. Something popped up there. What was it? Oh, vault. I don't want to vault that yet. Shotgun ammo. They're giving us a lot of ammo, which is a little disconcerting. SMG ammo. I haven't found an SMG yet, I don't think. And we're going to have to go downstairs. Right, there's a door there. Let's see if we can see what's on the other side of the door. Make sure it's safe. Right, so the other side of the door is clear. Leads to a catwalk in a heavily infested area. Okay. So getting contaminated the second I go through there. I'm sure I had something that protected from that. Yeah, the tonic, wasn't it? But I need spores, and I can't collect the spores unless I have the green or the blue fingers skill. Now, how many have we got? We've got 4. Our item's worth more in bartering. Forgot you could kick, and I can't remember what the button is for now either for that. So I can't even find the blue fingers yet. So there's nothing I can do about that. So let's save the game. Right, game is saved. Let's just be brave and go for it. I see, that doesn't look good. That killed me. Okay. Keep your distance from hostile plants. Oh, I'm glad we saved the game. Now, what I don't know is, does the infection kill you on its own? So let's find out if that drops the health. It does. That drops the health down really quite rapidly, actually. Let's see what that says in the notebook. The interchange. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you anything. So we need to find a way that we can get through that. And I don't know what that is at the minute. So I think the interchange is going to have to hold off. Because that is definitely the way forward through here. But we don't have a way that we can manage it yet. So let's just get what we need back out of our pneumatic tube. Which is up here. We're going to want Mother Jago's book. And that's all I've really, just first aid kits and bandages in there. So I'm going to maybe take another one of those with us. And then use it because we are pretty low on health. We're going to pop that back over there because we are not going back in the interchange just yet. And I suggest what we do is we head back to Mother Jago and possibly have a look at going into that building with the turrets on the way. I am curious about that place. Now, will this still be guarded? Will the guard come back? I'm not sure is the honest answer, so... Yeah. However, good to know there is a second path that saves me having to go through that trespassing area. Oh, I was just on my way through the village, and we've pinged with the metal detector, but we've also got the phone ringing as well.
You have done well. You have installed a battery. The interchange starts to live again. Search and you will find. Find more batteries. Install more batteries.
I'm not sure we can trust this guy, you know what I mean? But that's the wrong button. So it's this direction.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Is it inside? It's inside the building, isn't it? Oh, there's a doorway here. We're okay. Dig there. What have we found? Another lunchbox. With, oh, every time. When will I learn? Glue and a makeshift grenade. Excellent. Oh, we've also got a new lead. That's it. But what I did also point, I just need to show you, I found the button finally for the torch. So you don't have to have the torch in your hotbar. You see, it's not there. But if I press Q, out comes the torch. Don't know why it's Q, but it does. That's what it gives us. Finally figured that button out. So if anyone else has been struggling with that, it is Q. What was that? Everyone else heard that, right? That wasn't just me. No idea what that was. But anyway, we're at the gate now, so we'll head out here and we're going to try that building with the turrets and see what we can do with that.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering.
Got stuck on the wall. Right. The protocol soldiers are gone. I was going to say they're going up there, but there's some down here still as well. Don't know if they're going to be a bit grumpy with me for going in here. Probably wise to save the game again. And now we can head through. Don't know if the sensors are only going to be around the outside of the fence, or whether they are going to be inside as well. It doesn't seem to have picked up that I'm here, although that did sound like something. Oh yeah, it definitely knows I'm here. And there we go, we're out of its range. So let's just check around the outside. Nothing. Nothing useful. There is another ladder to the next floor, but let's try this floor first. Nothing. So far, this is a bit of a bust, and I'm a little disappointed. Just check the perimeter again. We've got another ladder. We can get onto the roof. And that's locked with no power for release. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go on through the roof and then possibly get in through the roof. Or possibly just reconnect the power or something. I'm not sure, but... What have we got? We have another note. So there's a new lead to follow up on. Convoy 4. We've got nothing we can do with that. So I'm not sure where we put power in. Can't do anything with them. They're just like little lights. Maybe we've got to, I don't know, connect the power from the bottom somehow. I feel like this is a puzzle I just haven't quite solved yet, you know what I mean? It's I don't think it's as simple as there's nothing here. You definitely got to find a way to get in there. And there's obviously some kind of power, because that activates. But I don't seem to be able to do anything about that. So there's power there. I've got a little glowing light. That one's glowing, but then that one's not. So can I do something with that? Ah, requires signal redirector. So we need a tool. We need to figure out where we find that. Dismiss that. So at least we know what we need. Even if we don't have the means to do it yet. We ignore them. So let's get ourselves to Mother Jago and see what that progresses us. And then we'll have to try and work out where we're going to find this signal redirector. Oh, we have to go through that tunnel again, don't we? Now, is it still going to be clear, or are they going to have respawned? That's definitely one there, isn't it? There's one down. Can I have my arrow back? Ah, crap. I don't do well against these for some reason. String, I'm already full on. Let's try again. So I think there is a little bit of arrow drop. So I probably want to aim just above the head here. Alright, I've got no arrows left now though. We got a spore, so at least we can make one of those whatchamacallit, but no arrows now. We also don't appear to have anything. Oh, we've not reloaded it, that's why. I was going to say we had no ammo for this, but we just hadn't reloaded. Is this just a single or is this a double? That's a single. Alright, we made it through the tunnel though, we are alive. We still haven't found a way into this third greenhouse. That requires some kind of key. What was it need? The greenhouse key, funnily enough. I wonder if that would be buried anywhere now. Now we've got the the metal detector. Whether we'll find anything for that, like find it buried anywhere. But let's get ourselves up to Mother Jago. She's only around the corner now. And then we'll go from there. We'll have a little look at the map and decide where we're going to head. Unless she has anywhere specifically for us.
A pleasure to see you again, dear.
So, give her the book.
Well, I'll be honest. You ask anyone to help you round here, and the chances of ever seeing them alive again are not wonderful. Very pleased you're an exception, dear. Please take this, a token of my gratitude. It's a sort of learning juice made by the scientists. You can sometimes find it in their old bunkers.
Did she just
Not
give us
much good
3 of
came
those?
Boffins and their science, but this stuff is marvellous. It opens the mind, you see. Of course, a fair trade in compensation is one thing I can offer. But listen, what is it you need? Truly need? Perhaps an escape from all this suffering? It is indeed something within my power.
I don't think she quite means a way
First
out.
step toward escape is understanding. Look, you and I may have more in common than you realize. If you'll trust me, I can send you somewhere where you might find some answers. Something more than I alone can offer. Take this and go to the Speaking Cave. I'll show you where to find it on your map. While you have this, the folk in the woods will let you pass, but only as long as you don't offer violence. There is no need for bloodshed. Leave the offering at the foot of the figure you'll find there. You'll know it when you see it, believe me. I'll admit, I was interested to see how resourceful you were. If you and I are to make any progress together, I needed to know you're more than some outlaw or such. Don't think me some mad woman out for violence. Death for the druids? Well, it matters less than you might think. And as for their religion, it is neither theirs nor mine. It is the earth itself from which we all came and where we'll all return. Do as I tell you, and if you are prepared to see, then you'll understand that much more clearly.
I do not trust this woman at all. But let's see what she's got to trade. Average damage, fast attack. What's ours? High damage. So no, as good as that looks, it's only a little knife. A single shot rifle. No, I'd rather keep a multi-shot. Pistol. We don't have a pistol. Do I take the pistol? What have I got to trade, really? Could trade that. She would trade that for that. Oh no, she wouldn't. That's not quite balanced. She'd want a little more from us than that. I haven't really got a lot. I mean, maybe the grenade. And I think we've already got the sticky bomb recipe. A little bit of health stuff wouldn't go amiss. And what about some spores? Alright, let's do that. Job done.
There. A fair trade's a good trade.
Yeah, sure it is. Right.
Take
Let's
care,
leave her be, and
won't you?
if we press the right button, we'll go into the menu. So they should leave us alone now because we're carrying that. Let's swap the pistol for the bow, because we don't have any ammo for the bow at the minute anyway. And we'll reload that. Flash pistol skills, I like it. Right, where's the cave? Is that the cave? The speaking cave. So that is back on the way we came last time. Part of me is curious what's up here though before we head there. I want to have a little nosy. Yeah, squeeze through here. Gotta have a look in here, haven't we? Cloths were full on. We'll take the potatoes, we'll take the glass, and we'll search the crate. Take all of that. Nothing massively useful, but it's better than nothing. I do need to check as well. Let's see how many of... Yeah, she did. She gave us 3. So we now have 7. And then we have to unlock the rest of these by finding them. And I've not found anything yet. So I'm guessing they're not going to be that easy to come by. What is going to be most useful to us? Endurance training is 5. Health regen, or maximum health. I don't think that regens all your health, just like a certain section of it can regen. Alright, let's take the health regen. That leaves us with 2, but at least we've got a bigger section will regen itself now. And let's eat these because we are pretty low on health as it is. And where does this bring us out? A remote bunker. Do we want to... no. Alright, I'll come back to that. Let's mark that. Oh, actually, no. Wait, where's my map? That's the question mark with that. Well, no, we'll do this. Because this is one we marked in an earlier episode. Can't remember which episode it was. I think it might have been episode 2. Where we found a message left. Yeah. We've got a person.
Oh my goodness. I thought I was alone in here. Well, gosh. This is a surprise. When I saw movement, I thought it might be one of those awful feral goblins some people seem to have turned into. You don't look like a goblin, though. Or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you? Well,
Yeah.
I can't argue with that. We find ourselves in very strange times. You haven't immediately tried to kill me, at least. That's a pleasant change. Sometimes I think I'm the only sane one left in the zone. I'm Joyce, by the way. Joyce Tanner. How'd you do? You're lucky I was so absorbed poking around this place. Otherwise I might have shot you as you walked in. Some manner of communications monitoring station, I think. It's giving up its secrets very slowly. It's been weeks of fiddling with consoles and reading paperwork and... oh, well, I'm a bit stumped, to be honest. All this kit, and none of it well suited to getting a simple communications channel up and running.
Now, was
My
she one of the
dream
ones
is to
that
be
were
a
like
hub of the
infiltrating
place.
the place?
There's a facility, the interchange, which was the master for all the places like this in the area. If I could get at the connected systems from in there... But that's a pipe dream. Forget I mentioned it.
I don't want to tell her that, if I'm honest.
Well, that's my plan, but it isn't a simple task. It's not just a case of transmitting a signal, you see. It's getting the signal through the interference field. That field of electromagnetic radiation around the area is well nigh impenetrable, whether you're a radio wave or a helicopter. Without access to the interchange, it's hard to make any progress. If the interchange was open, and its power restored... But you'll forgive me. I shouldn't say any more. Nothing personal, but please understand that it's simply not sensible for me to trust a stranger I've only just met. Circumstances are not ideal, I'm afraid. But one never knows. Perhaps we'll run into each other again.
I don't know whether she's useful or not. I mean, I feel like she's going to be relevant, but I don't know whether she's on our side as such. We are going to raid that though, definitely. There's another training stimulant and some more pistol ammo. I'm just going to raid all of our supplies, if I'm honest. Another training stimulant. We are doing well for training stimulants all of a sudden. We hadn't found any for ages, and now they're everywhere. Oh, there's our cash as well, so we can put that in there. Keep that, because we'll probably sell that. Yeah, that'll do for now. Just store that battery at least. Take the recipe for the makeshift grenade. And I think that's a lot. Let's learn that. And that's something else we can now craft. Starting to get a good little crafting like recipe collection together, so that is good. Although I haven't actually done any crafting as of yet. Still early days in the game though, there's plenty to be done yet. Plenty to be done. But right, now that we've ticked that off, let's head to this speaking cave. And I might just run on ahead and get us there, because otherwise this episode is going to run quite long. And I don't want it to take forever, so I will catch up with you when we get there. Okay, we are nearly there. We are just about to enter the Druid territory. Now, I did have a slight run-in with some Druids on the way here, and despite having this little effigy thing that's supposed to stop them from attacking us, well, they attacked us. So, I'm not entirely sure what's gone on. I'm wondering if it was because I had a weapon out. So, I have put my weapon away. And I'm hoping that means that they will leave me alone if we run into them. I have just avoided them on my way up here just to be safe. But I feel like that might get a little harder as we approach this area. That's weird. But okay. It's quiet down here though, so I am going to raid their ammo. I'll read that later. I don't think that's really important right now. Let's have a look. I think this is the cave. Yeah. So let's see what all this is about. Well, it doesn't say we're trespassing, so that's something at least. Not sure how far we're meant to go through this. Here, Druids. I mean, she said later defeat of the totem, or whatever, and you would know it when we see it. Is this it? Doesn't appear to be. Let's maybe see what's down this way. Hopefully we won't have to fight the Druids. We're about to find out though. Okay, I'm taking that as a win because we had our weapon away. They have left us alone. That is a good sign. Tripwire here. We are full on string. Not sure what it was going to detonate, so I can't pick up whatever it was. Oh, it was that. Okay. I mean, they're definitely leaving us alone because I am very close.
Know who you are.
Right, they treat us exactly the same as the protocol do. So that is a good sign. Now there is that. Yeah, let's have a little look under here. Oh, hello. Maybe this was a mistake. Can't harvest that yet. No, I think that is really all it's going to be. Once we get that skill, though, we should be able to come and harvest quite a bit from here. I have to somehow remember that's there.
Don't know why I'm doing it, but it don't matter.
So we'll carry on round. Keep an eye out for any more arrows as well. That'd be useful if we could pick up a few of them while we're here. Right, we're full, so let me eat some of these. At least that's got our health back full. I didn't expect this to be such a big place. But I think we're here. I feel like this is... Whoa, hang on. Is that a person up in there? Well, it was a person, I think. Right, leave the offering. Is that it? It's a little anticlimactic, that. Let's see what that note said. She should know your... something. She should know your gratitude. Yeah, okay, that's all it says is to do that. It doesn't say anything else. I have left the offering. Oh, there we go.
It was inevitable. Your place is with us. Every path leads to us. Whither, thither, and yon, all places be one. Rich man and poor man, buried in the ground, feeding the earth with their flesh and bones. Nature is all, and we are all nature. We join the voice that lies in the soil as it eats our flesh and bones. This is the ecstasy and the everlife. The voice shall not ever dim, as long as the sun rises and the rain falls, and we speak through the voice. We are in bliss. All else is lies and ignorance. Mother Jago
I'm going to play nice and say that I will.
And you will be lost no longer.
But I'm not sure I want to.
The purpose.
So now what? Will they attack me now? Because I have no effigy to hold. I left an offering to the effigy in the speaking cave as Mother Jago requested. The effigy, through what looked like an infected corpse, spoke to me. It preached salvation and an escape from death if we all return to the soil. It told me to trust Mother Jago and let her guide me. So I've got one creepiness telling me not to trust Mother Jago and another one telling me to trust her. So what do you do with that? I guess you'll find out in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you do want to see what happens further on in the story of this game, then please do click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.